Okay, YouTube, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So today, you know what? I forgot the lo-fi. I gotta put the lo-fi on. It just kind of takes the edge off a little bit. Lo-fi, lo-fi hip hop, lo-fi hip hop. Period. Hell, hell no. They got the ads going and stuff. I'm not doing no ads for no. Oh yeah, that's nice. Just turn it down so slowly. So slowly. Okay, cool. Hey, I think we got the vibes right. I think we got the vibes right. Hold on. I had to get it the right volume. Thanks for coming to the reading, y'all. Thanks for coming to the reading. Um, I'm doing an oracle reading today, and it's I'm doing it from this oracle called Priestesses of the Light, which I did not know was going to be my favorite. I didn't know it was going to be one of my favorites. When I went and bought this one, I was like trying to pick which one. It took me a long time to figure out which ones I resonated with. I wanted to check all of them. And this one, I don't know how I bought it, but it was something about it. Just get it. And so I did. And this became one of my um, loveliest oracles that I also love to read from. But we're going to kind of tap in and see what messages we get from these cards, um, and what I'm feeling. Okay. A couple came out. Just big changes. It's just a lot of changes in the atmosphere right now. So, like Wings of Light is eggs. That talks of quick ass changes. That talks of like quantum leap ass change and shit. So this is this point comes when there's going to be really drastic kinds of changes happening for the good. But sometimes it can be a lot to deal with when you are adjusting to that quicker vibration and getting to that point. And that has a lot to do with eclipse energies around this time, around the eclipse energies time, and especially the times between the houses, um, those points of transition. We always see something in our reality shift. This says sensuality. This says soul radiance. Mm-hmm. I'm sensing a kind of need to quantum leap to better circumstances to fit a drastic change or a change in how you look or the change in how you become or whatever. It's a transformation and it's more of a unveiling or it's more of a end of a transformation that I feel. But that's like phoenix energy, so it's coming from the depths, like coming from period of life and rebirth and death. um, so dealing with that and coming back from that it just seems like there's a quickening or there's a picking up of energies. Hmm. Hmm. But like that sensual, it's like this feline energy comes out, and um, sensuality, the soul radiance is part of that too. So somehow it's like the rebirth of that sensual side or that feminine side. It's revitalization, brilliant beliefs. This one says brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. That means a lot because reclaiming your power after a period of time where you feel like that you had no moves or you were forced to do things or you felt like you were forced to make choices or you were feeling forced to do um, things that might be against your belief system. Um, somehow understanding the beliefs, your own beliefs, is where I feel we're making the connect with like the transformation. I hope that makes sense because I don't even feel like I made that didn't make sense to when I when I heard myself say it. If I run it back, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, that's what I was saying. I'm sorry. Okay, if I run this back, I know I'm gonna be like, okay, that's what it was. Okay. But now that we got the interpretation, I was thinking we can read the book because I like to read aloud. It's fun to read words. Um, they don't call it a reading for nothing. This is a priestess, so the wings of light. You see that it's a powerful time of transition, and perhaps total transfiguration is upon you. It's a powerful time of personal transitions. Your spirit is working within to bring radical shifts to your attitude and energies. Old feelings of being stuck will drop away with every step forward that you take. This shift could be so significant that it could redefine you and reveal the essential nature of your soul. Even your appearance may change. On a practical level, something you're working on might just take off. Yay. Or this can mark an accelerated external move. I've been feeling that too. Yeah. A sudden change in personal residence or even an expected work relocation. Ooh, wow. When this card appears in your spread, make sure to take note of which others are laid out on each side. So this says when this card reappears, so we should take special note on what cards that we just drew too. So we should go through all of them, and I will. Um, this is from the Priestesses of the Light Oracle, and so right now I'm reading this one. This one is a significant um, importance right now because it indicates very drastic, fast changes. So you don't want to be blindsided by that kind of thing. When the card appears in your spread, make sure you take note of which others are laid out on the side. These cards could indicate some specific details about the types of changes on the horizon. Be open to these and other new adventures. Hmm. I'm willing to change and to make new choices and to move in new directions. Ooh, I'm getting bubbly from that. Maybe the caffeine. Yeah. Yo, this is the proper time to in the late hours. In the late hours, have a little tarot sesh. Hmm. The oracles, though, brilliant beliefs. So brilliant beliefs. I feel like we should do next. It says, I'm just gonna skip because I'm not trying to read the whole thing. So this is priestesses of the light. It says, so people are taught to believe this truth about themselves, that they believe that they are not enough, not deserving, or not capable of making dreams come true. Those these conclusions project a dark energy that brings unhappiness and blocks goals and desires from manifesting. This card asks you to embrace your luminosity and remember your oneness with Source. It is the oneness that forgives your truth and helps heal your old, it hurts, and misinformed beliefs. Even if lies have been told, and it has been told of your lack of power and value for a long time, it's never too late to awaken to your truth and let yourself shine. This is a time of renewed energy for you. The snow leopards are signaling that you have the personal power to overcome your inner demons. In fact, you are now capable of making giant leaps, reversing toxic mental patterns. When you do, your brilliant new beliefs will manifest into a wonderful new reality, one that will match the resonance of your own life force. Hmm. It says, I choose to believe in my unlimited power, value. That one didn't make sense. I'm reading, it doesn't make sense. The wording doesn't feel right. The affirmations for that one. I was like, okay, sensuality. That's number 38. Yeah. Mm, we gonna get some other stuff too. I'm gonna put some nice chunky information in this one, so y'all can watch for later. Um, so the majestic tiger gazes into the right, into your future. Okay. So this is gazing into the future, or somehow leaping into the future, or like a quantum leap, or skipping a lot and getting to skipping a lot of nonsense and getting straight to the point. Um, hmm, Let me keep reading because I'm feeling what these are saying, but I also want to make something clear. It's time to open up to the more sensual side of life, to touch, to taste, to see, and hear with a heightened appreciation and awareness. The tiger is calling you to slow down and really experience the joy of the senses. Savor every moment of a beautiful scene, a sweet taste, or a tender touch that sparks soul appreciation. The resulting momentum brings you in alignment with your beauty and bliss of the universe. In addition, a more passionate sensuality may be on the rise. Ooh. Oh yeah, but don't dismiss the potential for increased sexuality and excitement. What are they setting us up? What are they setting us up for? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Okay. This also may foretell a period of dedicating your time to family or soul, a devotion to the needs of your inner child. So listen to your intuition and all of these matters. The wisdom is alive in you and ready to be advised. Don't be fooled, however, by the rise of the feminine. Your gentle nature is matched by great power, so tigers must often hunt at night. So you might be experiencing an increase in evening activities, both social and professional. You might be feeling more adventurous and more willing to take risks. In fact, you may now know yourself becoming more passionate and about a great many things. Enjoy your newfound zest for life. I love that. I love that one. Yeah, that one was a nice one. This is a really good sign because coming up, like the energy leading up to a point of a trend of getting to the 0 points of the energy fields of a transition that goes from one thing to the next thing. There's always things that lead up to that, you know. But what does this future? What does this future look like? You know, it's a lot more sensuality in it. That's for sure. I know I got to do this for the soldiers in the room. The Soul Radiance card. I gotta dedicate this to y'all. It says, it says this radiant priestess calls out to you that your ultimate victory is at hand. Her arms and wings are raised in salvation and salutation. The new beginning is arriving after a long and perhaps difficult time. In fact, you are about to take flight of the phoenix and rise above the ashes of the old, unwanted fire. This fire may have taken different forms. It may be work, finances, relationships, health issues to varying degrees, but it may have seemed like an interminable dry spell, or a lengthy period of wanting for change or longing for resolution. Or the fire may have been much more severe, involving loss, anxiety, or deep grief. There may have been times where you felt difficulties would consume you. This is telling you that those times are coming to an end. A newfound sense of freedom arises, but don't forget the source of real power and freedom is always within you. Nice. If when you find yourself living through a dark night of the soul, remember the presence and truth of your spirit. Your soul's resonant frequency vibrates with divine light and that no darkness can diminish. It is only when you obsess about your personal problems that you are surrounded by loss and limitation. But you must let that false view go. Real solutions arise when you open up to the power of your eternal truth and perspective. So if you're trying to overcome a difficult situation, or if something has caused self doubt or a loss of courage, pause to meditate on your own uttering unending light. For it is divine frequency, your own soul's resonance, that will finally lift you above the old limitations into free flight. So it's like, okay, okay. So yeah, I like that. I like that. It could be a lot of things happening, and there's already something happening on a soul level, but on a physical level, you guys should be feeling this too. You know, Hmm. We can chill on another oracle. Do we want angel wisdom? We could use some angel wisdom. Sometimes angels they be getting on my nerves a little bit, you know. Like they be really trying to chat with you, yo. They be really trying to chat. But if you just listen for a minute and listen to the guidance, and they will not bug you so much. Take a little bit of guidance. Uh-huh. Mhm. Okay. What's going on here, you all? This is enough right now. Um, so the Ten of Wands comes out. That was the first card. So this is having a lot of burdens, finding it hard to continue on, or having to drop some things, drop some responsibilities, or having to switch your life up to balance things out a little bit. Because if you go too far to the left with working and you don't balance your life, um, it can get out of hand. But in reality, we have to make difficult choices. But understand, like, to keep a sweet balance, you can't really go wrong there. You can't really go wrong if you're trying to push it and take a risk. Sometimes we push it a little bit farther than we expected. But it says learning all you can about a subject or career, and that Eight of Pentacles energy. It's like um, when it came to like the workforce and things like that. I always felt as if I was like going from thing to industry to things to multiple things. And what I'm saying is specialization is kind of like what everybody kind of aspires um, to have in terms of career, because then it kind of frees you up to do what you can specialize in. So that's when I feel like that's Eight of Pentacles, in a mundane kind of sense, but also being into something that you can really dive into, whether it is a line of studies, whether it is taking a seminar or finding a mentor, attention to detail. So those are the things that come up on this energy of the card. So they're really pushing us into that direction, because I think that a lot of us, I'm gonna say us, because if you're on this frequency, then you resonate, and so there's something that you're feeling that is connecting these dots. Okay. So with that being said, the next cards that came out was the Three of Pentacles, but they came out reversed. I feel like the reverse always kind of like shows where things might be blocked, or things that have to do with what we need to do next. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, that's an energy that really just is a flourishing energy. It is a sensual energy. It is an energy that is very loving and caring, takes care of things, can take care of a household, can run a business, can take care of their family, can do it all, and just do it all. Um, that's what I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is giving me. But I also feel like maybe multitasking in that way. It says sometimes they are taking on too many responsibilities, or working too many hours. Um, and it kind of like throws life out of balance, because one, if with this Three of Pentacles or the Three of Earth, it's like getting opportunities to collaborate with people, working to bring projects, monies, um, creative things, definitely group projects, um, artisan kind of work, laying foundations. It's very much co-work kind of energies. Um, I feel like some people there's that work from home energy where you can do remote work or you can specialize in something or whatever art you bring to the table or whatever you're bringing to the table um, is all about specializing in the areas and balancing them out for like balancing out your life around that and really putting emphasis on that. Finding a mentor, finding out more that you can learn. Okay. I think right now it's all for me, it's all about been learning about different things and just studying. Um, and doing that has really enriched my focus in life. It really enriched my research abilities because I'm able to get access to materials that I can properly research things. um, so, I like that energy. So they're trying to lift us up out of the kind of this right now is not the climate. It's like it doesn't feel like the climate does it to do your own business or do your own thing or try to make a change or try to make changes in life because you're not stuck. You're like not ever really stuck, but there's certain changes that we don't feel like we can face or we don't think should happen right that minute or we're getting ourselves ready to face. You know? Okay. My one candle, my one candle's burning. My other candle is really burning strong. The other one, I gotta get a new one. Mm, mm. They told me to go to the middle of the deck. This one says fearlessness. It says earth magic. You know something? I don't really remember this card, seeing this card a lot. For real. I don't. Um, the earth energy that we're talking about, um, that is the Queen of Pentacles energy. And that is, being able to do a lot of things to maintain systems and order and different aspects of life, make sure things get taken care of. Um, but it can be very sensual, that earth energy too. Um, maybe you don't live in Swallow, but but you don't have to worry about a lot of things in life, so that you can focus. It's just that when we add more things on top of more things, it can create more obstacles than we actually needed. There are I feel like there's always obstacles that are really implanted there, and then a lot of them, I feel like we can make up with their self blocks sometimes, and that's why I feel like we drew removing obstacles, earth magic. So sometimes these things have little tips in them that I did not come up with. So we can either adapt that, it might be useful. If not, then just listen just for a little bit. It says the energy of the priestess of the horse brings movement and magic into your life. The horse is a creature of power and has long represented freedom. This card signals that the time is right for you to free yourself from blocking obstacles and for your movement forward. You may have been hesitated, you may have been hesitant or even afraid to face obstacles before, but there is a greater courage growing within you now. Take a look at your life to determine what needs to be done. The obstacles may be external to you, perhaps a friendship, a place, or even a job or task that brings negative energy into your life. Or the blocks may be more personal, taking forms of worry and self criticism or other negative thought patterns. Unhealthy or self sabotaging behaviors and habits could be blocking you as well. All these obstacles, whether inner or outer, may be part of your daily life and as such may seem insurmountable, but it's time to fearlessly choose to prioritize to honor yourself. This beautiful galloping steed represents your true power to break through, to remove old obstacles, and to move forward on your soul's path. The grounding energy of the earth will always support you and bring real magic when you make the honoring choice. Now, it's the queen is like the royal energy. It's like with the beauty and the comforts and everything else of life. Um, there has to be things that we have to maintain and take care of, and you have to take care of yourself too. So that's a big key in um, taking on that mantle and remembering and keeping in sync with those positives and negatives. Um, let me see. I'm gonna do one card from this oracle. Then I think I'm gonna be done. I think I'm gonna be done. Okay. This is from the Magdalene Oracle, and I feel like Universal Christ in the Matrix. So I think they're trying to tell us what is going on, and I feel like the Universal Christ is like what connects everything. And so it's like within us is everything. And so if we tap in, or we have to get a jolt to our system, or we have to get some sort of neural upgrade, or not like a chip in your head, but um, there has to be a purification of the channel of receiving insights and seeing into other realms. Um, so I think that is a real big thing. This says the Matrix. Okay. So when I say things have already kind of changed on the spiritual sense, I feel like this matrix, the matrix that we live in its verses, these are kind of like two sides of the same coin. Except the matrix, the Christ is the real matrix, but this is sort of like a reflection of that matrix um, in another way, in a dense form, you know. Uh, so that's what I get from these two cards. Off the bat, that's what I'm feeling from them. And there's a card on the bottom. It says purgatory, and so um, this is like I feel like this energy is kind of what we've been stuck in, but also there's these eclipsing kind of energies going on here, and it acts as kind of sort of a gateway for energies, and especially around this time, I mean, they do say that the veil starts to get thinner around this Halloween time, and then all the way up until um, up through Christmas. Uh, the veil is kind of thin, and so different energies have the power to come through. But it is the universal Christ energies that need to remind us that we're part of the bigger picture, um, and our likeness to reflections of God, a reflection of the Creator, and knowing that that's what everything and every living thing on earth has in common. Um, and then the matrix is like physical matrix that we live in, and the sensualness of that matrix, and all the things that we experience here in forms, right? I feel like purgatory is like that realm in between these two places. Um, but I want to read the these energies too and make sure we get them right. Um, it says trying to figure out. So for the matrix, it says trying to figure out why certain things happen is like attempting to put together a thousand piece jigsaw puzzle while only having a few pieces of the puzzle. You cannot fully understand the present situation using the logic of the finite mind. Just know that a bigger picture exists, even though it's not possible for you to see it at this time. Trust for all that is happening is the act of love, and ultimately you'll discover the blessing. Have patience. Look back on this period of your life, and you'll be thankful for all that is occurring now. Okay. So, I come on the in betweens. I'm like the herald of the in between times. I want y'all to understand that these energies are no joke. Like they're real, um, and you gotta kind of access them. I seen the purgatory card, and I don't want to go past it, but I think I did it on accident. Oh no, here it is. I'm gonna show you the card. It says purgatory. It doesn't actually look bad. It just looks like a jumbled mess of things. It says emotional ups and downs. Are you experiencing a healing process through which all that no longer serves you is being transformed and released? Though it may seem like it is a positive time for you. To help facilitate the healing process, just make a list of things you don't feel serves a use in your life. Include this all the negative thoughts and fears. Once you have made your list, um, do a meditation, a violet flame meditation, a transformation. So they talk about the violet flame transformation, and y'all can go look it up, but I can tell you a little bit about that. Just so y'all can, if y'all want to work with that energy, it's a universal energies. Um, so a lot of people from different faiths um, practice this kind of energy, the violet flame, and that is because um, Saint Germain talked about a violet flame, and it is taught by a lot of philosophers and forward thinkers, um, as a way to transform positive negative energy into things that are positive by transmuting those energies in a flame, that is violet in color. And the legend of this flame is that it purifies anything that you give to it. So you can start to transmute energies. This can affect people, this can affect places, This can affect yourself. It can affect animals. It can affect a lot of things. So don't underestimate the power of the violet flame. But there's no wrong way to use it. But you can't use it like you. It can't use to harm. It can't be used to harm. It can only you can only transform negative energy into positive energy. So whatever you give it that's negative, it's going to automatically turn it into positive energy. You know. Um. So. Mm, yeah, I needed that one. Okay, so the Matrix. No, we already did the Matrix one. We're gonna look up Universal Christ energy. That's the wrong card. That's the wrong book, babe. It's the wrong book, babe. That's all you had to say. Okay. It says the emptiness you presently feel is helping you reconnect with aspects of your nature that you have been kept repressed for some time. Let go of all the distractions that surround you at present and bring your awareness within. In the empty spaces of your solitude, you will find hidden treasure. It is a period of proud and profound self-discovery, and you only need to listen to the whispers inside your heart. Ask yourself what it is you truly want from life. And remember that when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make leads to an outcome which is necessary for you to grow in love and wisdom. You will emerge from this phase with a clear direction for your life. As a result from this, some of your relationships are likely to go through major changes. Relationships that no longer serve you may come to an end, while others become stronger and more meaningful. The inner guidance you will receive, trust it. Ooh. So things come and go and in life. I'm not talking about if, I mean that's the ultimate lesson is like the death experience or the grieving. But I mean I'm talking about like people move away from you or people people like uh start to ghost you or call you or not call you or or you don't feel like sometimes people can knock off your radar um, or you start seeing people start seeing less of certain people and more of other people um, and it come in like sudden changes. Also they say places of living, they say that they may change. I think that was reiterated in the first part of the reading, but I wanted to reiterate that because that's definitely on the table. And so sudden changes in job as well, or turns in career. Kind of go with the changes. Right now, it is kind of a time where you can start to build. And for some reason, like learning all that you can always benefits you. I feel um, being focused in some sort of way, but also you don't have to do too much. Try to find a balance in life, um, and then understand your extremes. Um, Try to take a balance, even if you're taking on more responsibility. You know, in one area, if you have to step it up, then you likely are going to have to step it up in other areas as well. So sometimes that can come as sort of a challenge, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it to invest in yourself. your skills, but you feel like that you do and you want to invest in it, um, you take a chance on yourself. Or if not a chance, like calculated risk. Calculated risk. Okay, that's what okay, y'all. I think I'm done with this reading. Thank you guys for coming. Uh, I didn't mean for it to be so short, but I do feel like I got all of it out that needed to be said for right now. If I know there wasn't anybody here with me in the live, however, if you're watching this not on the live, thank you for coming. Um, look out for other videos and subscribe, like, put me on the notifications or whatever, and I'm going to see what's going on. So I will see, how many people are doing that, just to get me in the algorithm. So when I start doing stuff, it'll start to react with your alerts and stuff. So thank y'all very much. I enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I'm gonna come back as soon as I can. All right, peace.